Hey, what's going on, guys? Archer Mark here, and I'm back with another Star Wars figure review. And today I have for you from the 6-inch scale Star Wars the Black Series. This is KYLO REN. Very cool figure. It's very interesting looking. Obviously, will be much featured in the upcoming Force Awakens movie. And he's our main villain, our main baddie, as far as we can tell. Again, we're all just speculating. We really don't know much, so we're just assuming that this is your main villain for this movie. But anyway, we'll give you a closer look in a moment. Let's just show you the packaging real quick. I've mentioned in other reviews that I like this version of the Black Series packaging. The red and black color scheme. You have the Star Wars Black Series logo there. And down here it says this is KYLO REN. Hasbro logo. Very cool image here. Again, I like the bigger image that we're getting now. Nothing much there. On the side, just nice red. Figure number 3, KYLO REN. Star Wars the Black Series, figure number 3. Got the same image there. And a little bit of a bio. KYLO REN, a dark warrior, strong with the Force. KYLO REN commands First Order missions with a temper as fiery as his unconventional lightsaber. And all the other usual mishmash there. That's it for the packaging. Very cool figure. Of course, I said before, everyone wants this guy, and he was a little bit hard in the beginning to pick up, but I feel that it looks like he's becoming a little easier to find, sort of restocking. Still, it seems the Stormtrooper seems to be the toughest one to find. And also, even the Amazon prices I've been checking on this guy keeps going down. So that's good. That's a good sign. So hopefully people are finding it a little easier to pick this guy up. Of course, this guy, not too much as far as paint variations or different colors. He's, like most Sith, is all black. The only variation, of course, is the silver on his face mask. And then on the belt buckle. And then we got the robes. And we got a good combination of cloth robes and plastic robes, which isn't always the case, but it works out really well with this. I like this part of plastic that's very well sculpted. It looks tattered and torn. I like the work there. And this pattern is on kind of like a mesh pattern on the black cloth. It's not just a straight plain black cloth. I like that. Gives a little bit of detail. And if we move the black pieces here, we have the plastic portions of the robes, which are a very pliable material. It's a softer plastic. It's not like a gummy, like overly soft, but it is moves with the figure, which is good. It does not hinder the articulation too much. Okay. Then we have the robe, of course, the hood here, which sits really well on the head. It doesn't. Some people complain that it doesn't sit too well. Maybe it's just their figure. I don't know. Mine, I think, looks pretty good. If you can move the hood back, of course, this gives you a closer look at the helmet. In fact, we'll even take the lightsaber out of his hand just for a moment, give you a better look. And this looks very similar to some of the Ralph McQuarrie concept designs that he had originally for Darth Vader. Very cool, very menacing looking. And with the hood down, we'll go over the articulation. Head's on a ball joint, of course, so you have left and right. It is hindered by this, so you really can't move it up or down. The arms are on ball joints, and they go up and down, and forward and backwards. Nice single joint at the elbow, and swivels at the elbow, swivels at the wrists, and hinge joints at the wrists. You have a waist joint, which moves left and right. Again, moves with the cloth. It's kind of tight. It's not super tight, but it's not super loose either. You do also get like an ab joint, which is both joints are hidden by the by the clothing here. So he can move forward and he can move back, and you got a decent range of motion there. So that's good. Same, both wrists there, as I said. Then the hips move outward. Okay. Not a full split, but they're not hindered by the robes at all. But that's all the amount of movement we get there. But we do get nice forward and backwards with the legs, and we get, if we could show you here, we'll hold this back. You do get upper thigh swivel and double joints at the knees, and we got hinge joints at the ankles, and we do get the ankle pivot. Okay, so pretty good articulation with this guy. I think the only thing that would make it a little better is if we got maybe double hinge joints at the elbows. But overall, pretty good articulation with him, and is just overall is a really great looking figure. I'll give you a closer look at the one accessory he has, of course, his lightsaber with the infamous cross guard. It's a little different than typical lightsaber blades. If you look at the handle, more so, see great sculpting and detail and paintwork there. If you were to look at the handles of some of the bigger lightsabers, like the toy lightsabers, you can get a closer look, and you can see that. And from some of the things we've heard, that the lightsaber he makes is basically kind of cobbled together. It's like soldered together from maybe broken pieces here and there or whatever. And that makes the lightsaber unstable, which is why the lightsaber blade looks the way it does. It's not as strong as it should be, which is kind of cool. It's something different that we usually don't see. And can fit right in his hand. He can fit it in either hand. It's a tighter grip on this hand here. I think it's meant more to be in this hand. I just put it in this. It's just a little easier to get in and out for the purposes of the review. I just put it in that for the time being. But overall is a great figure, and I think it's really well done, and hopefully this character doesn't disappoint. I don't think he will. In a couple months' time when we see the movie, I think we're going to get another really, really cool villain to add to the Star Wars universe. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed this review. Like, comment, and subscribe as usual. And until my next video, stay tuned. And remember, there has been an awakening.